Live. We're live. Check out the live. Oh yeah. I'm gonna blow this up. Hey guys. So last video, last live, I was showing you junk mail on paper mache, my cardboard. And this stuff has hardened. It is solid. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. Before I went live, I added a couple pieces here and there. So there's some spots that are wet, but all the inside that I added, rock solid. Feels like wood. Literally, it's that strong. I think I'm finding that a piece of paper, like computer paper or flyer, kind of cardstocky stuff, obviously is going to have a little more strength than newspaper or even this recyclable paper that Amazon stuffs in the boxes when it ships stuff out. Much, much stronger than this stuff. This stuff is very weak. I've learned this now. When you get a full sheet of paper, like computer paper, man, it is crazy how strong it is when it dries. So moving forward, I am definitely going to be prioritizing junk mail to get the strength on my furniture items. So what I wanted to do is show you guys how I add the facade on this. If you remember, I had these kind of arched windows for the shelves. I'm gonna add those on tonight. That's the goal tonight. I cut them together. I tried to keep the tape on them so I wouldn't have to tear new pieces of tape and waste stuff. It's not holding very well. That's okay. It is okay. Put in this is there. Okay. Great. Boom shakalaka. I was thinking too, I'm probably going to use newspaper because it's a little more flexible. And I can tear it up into easy strips to use. So when I get it wrapping around these curved edges and stuff, it'll be presumably much easier to handle. So let's go for it. Maybe I will take this tape off. It's kind of in the way. Pin it in a couple spots so it helps me be stable. I saved it all for no reason. Whatever. So I think I'm going to turn the strips like this. You don't know, newspaper has a warp and a weft. And this is the weft. Kind of guessing. It always tears in one direction. So you get strips. You try to tear it this way. It works perfectly. See, you don't want to do that. Right. Normally it's up to you. It kind of does depends on how much you're tearing, I guess. But I do want these kind of rectangular pieces. See, it doesn't give you perfect straight lines. Sometimes. Okay. Got my glue, my disgusting, weird-looking glue. But man, this is a good batch. I used baking soda and vinegar. Get it really cooking. Oh, actually, before I paint it on top, I'm going to line the whole front edge. Just make sure there's glue there. Look at my makerspace. It looks like everything is made out of cardboard. It looks like the whole room. Oh, and I want to point this out. My 3D printer is currently printing. It's using a clear PLA filament, which is fun. So right now it just looks like a big hazy sheet of plastic on there, but it's going to be printing a basket. Got 23 hours remaining. 23. That's kind of insane. Hopefully it'll be quicker than that. Usually the estimator thing is off. So hopefully we'll have a finished print in the morning, and that's a brand new spool of filament. And it's how it's wired on there should be nice and even so it won't tangle on itself. Last print I tried to do that was really long, filament got tangled, and it was a tragedy because it was like 75% printed, and then it just crapped out and looked really bad. Okay, so let me see, I'm gonna even do you always want to do both sides, just because you never know where it's not making contact, and if both side, the receiving side and the piece that you're applying onto the glue are both covered in glue, then you have just a stronger guarantee of contact and of bond. The glue is going to be really, really grabbing everything it possibly can when it dries, and then you get a stronger bond. So I glued both sides now. Tacking that on. Look at this. This is wild. I'm going to actually put glue under the blue tape that I have on there. So it's going to be strengthening the natural bond of the tape. Man, I know it's wild. It looks like, interestingly, my faceplate piece, my facade here, the shape of squareness of the box itself kind of seems like it's expanded a little bit. I don't know how or why. I guess I can pin that in place with a bamboo skewer and with the paper mache. It's not the other deal. But I am gonna start adding this. Start wrapping it around. Remember, paint the whole entire piece. Want every part to grab something. Paint on top. This is gonna be so cool. Like, seriously, this is gonna be awesome. I have this feeling that I'm going to get so used to nobody being in here that when that one day somebody actually does come in, I'm going to be like carried away talking to myself. And that person's going to be like, "Ooh, what? Why am I watching this?" NYC free tax prep cover that up. Oof, tax time. Had a pretty stressful tax season, not gonna lie. It was not in my favor, which is very unfortunate. Seems like it wasn't my fault though, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully, oh, that actually reminds me, I do need to get these forms back to my tax people. They're helping me out. It's been really cool so far, though I don't have the returns yet, so that's how I'm really going to be rating them. How well I get my returns come back, how much I get, and if they resolved all the issues or how they were able to help me. It's really to my benefit. Oopsies. So yeah, I won't say their name now, but if they do a great job, I will say their name later. You'll be like, whoa. I heard it here on Paul's Makerspace Live. PMS. PMS, people. He's got PMS. He's got the good kind of PMS. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Makerspace. I can't, this is so fun to me. This is just so fun. You know? It's kind of like whatever. But it's fun. Like, just how it looks. I think it's so, like, the process of it is really gratifying. I love the way it looks. I love how easy it is. And I love that it's practically free. Everything about paper mache is like cheap. It's crazy. And you can get like a really solid product out of it. And you can do it with your kids. My daughter is currently with her mother in Florida on a little spring break trip with their friends, our neighborhood friends. We went down there with them. They like staying at this cool little beach resort thingy, condo thingy. Looks really fun, really beautiful. I'm missing it because my wife and I are currently separated, which sucks. And I took my daughter to St. Louis to visit my sister for a week. So it's like my wife's turn to be with my daughter on vacation kind of. So it's not ideal, but she is getting quality time with both of us, which I'm happy about. At least we can have that. Are any of you going through some separation troubles or anything like that? I'd love to know. What do you guys think about music playing while I do this? I'm wearing headphones now that have little mics on them, so hopefully the sound is a little better. I know it's not the perfect microphone, but if I got some music in the background. I'm just learning all these things. I just found a community on school that's all about live streaming, so that's cool. Maybe I'll learn some stuff on that. Actually get some people in here. I'm kind of having a great time though. I don't really care. And part of the things that I'm learning, not just about what I'm doing here, but like presenting myself, pursuing myself, and presenting myself to the world. It's really, if I'm just organically me, that's the whole point. That's really the thing that matters the most. That's what's most important. And for you too. If you're trying to figure out where you want to go or how you want to do something, and you're struggling to master a way to present yourself and sell what you have to offer, how you can help people. Trust me, I know how difficult it is. It's very difficult, especially if you're someone who does 800 things and has a million different interests. That is what I am, definitely. But I just got to this point. I mean, I'm working with the guy, kind of like a mentor, coach guy. It's not a coach. Coach is, that word has gotten so played out, like an internet coach or like a life coach. Oh man, it's it's lost a lot of its initial power, initial weight as something meaningful. I think the term has been so cheapened for a lot of things, for a lot of reasons. Anyway, this guy I'm working with, he's so great. He's a fellow community owner on school, and he's just helping me realize how I can best help people. Because at the end of the day, the only way you're going to really find your success is by being your true self. And when you're your true self, that's how you can best help people. That's the only way you're going to find success, is by helping people by being your true self. And I'm just like, I don't want to play these games with these chasing clicks or chasing likes or chasing these perceptions of things that you need to do to get success on the internet, success in life. I think the internet has gotten worse than real life ever was with commercialism. Because you can do stuff so quickly, you can access things so fast, that people are flitting around. They get hung up on one aspect of something and then give up on it and move on to the next thing. And that's a perk and a detriment of internet, online business culture. There's so many elements of being an entrepreneur online are like dealing with how fast-paced it is and how like unreliable it is. But the way that I think we're really tapping into now, the thing that we're tapping into as a culture, as an online culture, is the more authentic you are, the more success you see. And I think there's probably like a 1-to-1 comparison there. And it's true, which I find fascinating. I think there's a whole angle there to really explore and understand that. Like, look at streaming. I mean, that's the reason why I'm doing this. It's the whole reason why I'm doing this. I'm just trying to be as much of myself as I can. I'm just giving you everything, all the raw stuff. But every streamer, that's what they bring to the table, is their unique perspectives, their unique personality. That authenticity is what people vibe with. So I really like, and I vibe with that. This particular streamer that's kind of inspired me to do the streaming. He's just so like, it's refreshing to be like, oh, this person's just a real person. And there's no, he's not, I mean, there's no editing, hardly any editing in his videos. He's not dressing everything up to be this like clean, beautiful cinematic thing. He's just distributing his personality to the masses, and people love it. He's got so many followers, it's insane. He also happens to have some biting commentary that is pretty good, that people resonate with. So he's really like got himself into this beautiful niche of, he's the only one like him. And that's awesome. It's so cool. It's so cool to see. And there's a ton of people like that. It's not the only one. There's so many people. And we have to like think about the scale of things. I mean, it's very easy to chase these big numbers. This is another component of online business that I think we're coming around to understanding from a more nuanced perspective, that chasing likes and numbers, look at that, that was so good, that's not the point. The point is to build community. This community is all about trust. And the more trust you have, the easier it is to offer things to people that those people will actually want. And the scale is where it gets so wild, because how many people are on this planet? How many people are just in this country? There's 300 million people that live in America. You don't need very many people to have a community that engages with you regularly and really build something unique. You know, you can have like 70 people, not even 100 people, interacting with you on a regular basis in live streams, whatever. And it can change your life. It can scale so hard, so fast. The next thing you know, 70 people are providing you a life that you never would have dreamed possible, working for a 9 to 5. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy time we live in right now. It's just crazy. There's just the amount of potential. I think people are really righteously and not so righteously, but righteously uh, concerned, confirmed about AI and how it's going to reshape everything. And there's like every month there's like a new story of how AI has progressed into this next level of dystopia. Where, oh my god, it spit out its own code. I think that's the most recent thing I've seen. Where AI spit out its own code. I don't know the backstory of this. I just saw a title of the YouTube video. So I don't know what the implications of that are. If that's something to be actually concerned about or not. Um, Again, I have to be an optimist about it. I cannot let doom and gloom guide how I process what AI is, because I do believe AI is just another tool for us to. I mean, it's an unbelievable tool that we can harness and really take advantage of in ways that we have yet to even figure out. And I think the only ways we're going to learn how to figure it out are only the ways that we're going to actually learn to use it are when it does these things that like are new paradigms. We're only going to be able to understand it when it has introduced a new paradigm. And it's going to be unbelievable. We're always going to be steps ahead of it. I don't think there's ever going to be a way AI is going to be beyond us. There's got to be some kind of law, not Turing's law, the Turing test or whatever. I vaguely remember what that is. It's the like artificial intelligence test. But I'm talking like something more like when the paradigm shifts to introducing a level of like interaction with the world via I don't know, like AI spitting out its own code, for example. When it does that, how do we harness that in a positive, productive way for us? We will. I have no doubt in my mind we will. Because AI doesn't have creativity. It doesn't have the mental resources to be creative. And it ultimately doesn't have spirit. And spirit is what defines humanity and defines how we move forward with our consciousness. I don't believe that we're going to be trapped in this cycle of AI advancing and controlling how we interact with the world, controlling us. I just don't think that can ever be a thing. You don't agree? I'd love to know why. Tell me why. Tell me why I'm wrong. The Whitney Museum of American Art sent me a membership request. Money grab. Oh, 30 minutes. It's also kind of funny, this the smells going on in this room. I wish you guys could smell this. Because the plastic from the 3D printer is like a very distinct smell. And it actually smells kind of good. It smells like fresh. You know, when you get like a new toy, when you were a kid and you got a new toy, it's always had this very distinctive smell. That's kind of what it smells like. You get something fresh out of the box. It's like, I remember getting Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles had the most distinct smell. Oh man. I can conjure it up in my imagination right now. I can smell that smell right now. There's almost a taste, too. Yeah, let's do this. And, and then the super mache smell is kind of, when I open it up, it doesn't smell very good. It smells like it's almost like going bad. But now, somehow it smells better. It smells like clean and fresh. It's because I'm just spreading it out and it's getting kind of airing out. Dude, this thing's gonna look so cool. Like, seriously, it's gonna look so cool. I cannot wait. When this is all dry, I'm gonna paint it. It's gonna look cool just as a white shelving, but I am definitely gonna do a primer coat of white, so it's nice and the color will go on nice and consistent. But then I'm going to paint it a beautiful dark forest green, and it's gonna look cool. It's like an earthy, beautiful green. It's gonna look so cool. done here. That's the goal of the video. Stream. Is to get the facade on here. It's so satisfying when you think it's not going to fit, or you can't pressure it down into the shape of a corner, and then you just keep dabbing it and it fits in there. It is so satisfying because you know it's going to glue solid. So when you get it to the form, it's exciting to be like, yes, that's going to be a nice bond. I'll take the camera, I'll show you guys in a sec. Almost done. Oh, this is one little spot. I imagine this is probably not the most exciting thing to watch. And even if I had, I mean, it would be different if I had an audience of 1,000 people watching right now. If there are 1,000 people watching me do something like this, I think I would be providing entertainment to those 1,000 people. But like, I'm thinking about this. Like, I were watching a live stream of somebody doing this. This is kind of like TikTok, right? If you guys have gone on TikTok, and you get through the TikTok lives, you could just scroll through. And sometimes there's a lot of TikToks where people are just kind of making something, which is cool. And that's actually thinking about it, like, if I go on TikTok, there's a higher chance of me interacting with people. So it's very random people. And I don't know, I've gone on TikTok lives and been totally charmed by the live, the streamer, never to return again. Thinking like, oh, this is cool, and then the style of that app kind of encourages you to be flippant. This is a big issue I have with Instagram and these scrolling apps, these social media things that are just like hell-bent on getting you to consume as much as possible. I really man, I think they're so destructive. They are just not so unnatural to the human condition. I think YouTube has its own things that are maybe not the best for not mental health, but YouTube has its own issues. But at least a long form kind of video platform is not making you just ingest constant streams of visuals, where every single visual is someone desperately trying to get your attention, keep your attention. I mean, I can't emphasize this enough. I think I got off Instagram in September, and I literally, my blood pressure dropped. I didn't actually measure it, but I felt different. I felt like a different person. It was suddenly oh, I'm not angry all the time. Huh. Interesting. I actually feel like I care about people, and I want people, to be happy. I'm not constantly thinking and pigeonholing everyone into this ideological framing and making war with them in my mind. Like every single person I encounter on the street, I'm not trying to demonize because I presume they don't agree with me, or they, and that's what Instagram has become. It's just the most toxic place. It's so bad. That social media apps like those, like Instagram and Facebook, should never be political. Add a couple more. Let's try to flatten this part up. Nice. Dude, this is going to be so awesome. Okay. So check it. Check it out. Check it out. It's kind of hard to see the shape in a clear way because the paper mache printed elements on the newspaper and stuff is kind of interrupting the visual field. So, but you can get a sense of what this is going to be like. Once this is dry tomorrow, I mean, it dries overnight, but it gets harder over the course of 48 hours. This is noticeably harder than it was last night or 2 nights ago. It keeps getting hard, which is pretty amazing. I think there's an actual chemical reaction, like a curing component when it has a baking soda. I don't understand the chemistry there, but I think something's going on. The baking soda is helping. And I think there's a curing process. It makes sense because it's baking soda is just um, calcium sulfate or something. uh, Carbonate. It's carbonate. Calcium carbonate. Anyway. Yeah, the glue kind of smells good. It didn't smell good when I opened it. Now it smells good. It's weird. It is glue smelling, but not like chemical. It just smells like, it smells kind of like fresh linen. That's, you know what that is? That's the baking soda. It smells neutral, and that's what baking soda does. It neutralizes your odors. That's why. Right. Okay. Well, that was cool. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you watched it all the way to now, you either were doing something else and this was running in the background, or you maybe you like really enjoy boring things. Maybe this is an ASMR for you. I hope it is, actually. If it is, that's cool. Maybe it helped you fall asleep. Actually, that would be amazing. If it did, thank you. Why am I even saying that? I know there's nobody in the stream. Whatever. Anyway, well, if you're watching the recording, that's it. Okay. See you later. Bye.